Hi everyone, welcome to episode 2 of PvM Road to Pro, where I attempt to complete the PvME's Mastery and Feat challenges. Last episode, I earned the basic Arch Glacier Mastery roll, which you can watch through the tag at the top of the screen or in the link down below. Today, I'm going to be taking on a real fun feat to kill a boss in a single game tick, or 0.6 seconds. The boss I'm going to be trying this on is RuneScape's first boss, the King Black Dragon. This isn't in any way a crazy feat, but I think it's going to be a fun challenge as I haven't dived into the speed killing rabbit hole before. Small disclaimer, this was filmed several months ago and there have been some fundamental changes with the weapons I use here since then. Lately I've been learning Carapac to make some money, and after dozens of attempts, I've finally got my first hard mode kill, coming in at over 18 minutes. Since then, I actually got my first drop, which I was able to sell for 1.4 billion GP. Now that I've got all this cash, it's time to make some very necessary gear upgrades. First is Crypt Bloom. I plan to keep at it with Carapac, since it's some of the best solo PvM money in the game, and having 3 pieces of this will make hard mode Phase 4 so much easier with its damage reduction passive effect. Carapac is super consistent with Crypt Bloom. It barely even feels like the same boss now. And with that out of the way, it's time for one of the coolest upgrade items in the game, the Erythor's Grimoire, which increases your critical strike chance by 12% and increases the hit cap from 12k to 15,000. This is going to be paramount for one tick bossing. Got it for 255 mil. Generally, this is one of the last recommended upgrades for PvM, but it's too cool for me not to get it now. Now for the real hurt. These Grimoire pages are used to charge it for 45 minutes each. That's 10 pages for 52 mil, which comes out to about 7 million GP per hour just to use the Grimoire. Before we get into trying to brute force the one tick challenge, let's look at how crit chance affects it. The King Black Dragon has 45,000 HP. With the hit cap of critical strikes being 12,000 base, that means I'd need to land 4 almost max hits in an instant to make this happen normally. The way that critical hits and hit caps in this game work is that normal hits have a base hit cap of 10,000 damage. These normal hits will have your standard hit splat when landing in your target, without boosts. A critical strike is done when you roll between 95% and 100% of your max hit potential. These have a hit cap of 12,000, and you'll know when you've critted when you see these larger hit splats. There are a number of items and abilities that increase your critical strike chance, or basically increasing the chance that your damage rolls between 95 and 100% of your maximum damage potential. The Erythor's Grimoire is the most powerful of these items in the entire game. Outside of its passive item bonus, it can be activated to increase your chance of critically hitting by 12%, and raising the hit cap on those critical hits to 15,000 damage. On top of the Grimoire, I'll be using the Biting 4 perk on level 20 armor, which is another 8.8% increase to crit chance. The Reaver's Ring, which is a 5% boost at the cost of 5% accuracy, and the Calgerion Familiar, with its special attack for a further 6% increase to crit chance. All of that said, I should have a pretty good chance of landing 3 15k hits or 4 of 12k-ish hits and killing the boss instantly, assuming that I don't fat finger my keybinds in the process. One little trick that'll enable me to get 3 or 4 hits off in an instant and kill the boss in a single tick is ability stalling. Ability stalling will basically let me stall the damage of an ability until the tick that I want to use it, stacking it on top of another ability. Here's this in action. The melee Hurricane ability does a massive amount of damage over 2 hits in one game tick, so it's going to be really important for this kill. If I activate Hurricane from a distance to my target and click away without using it, the ability is stalled successfully, meaning that the damage will be output to my target when I re-engage in combat. Now, when I attack my target again, if I use a targeted spell, like Smoke Cloud in this case, the stalled damage is released onto the target without the stalled ability consuming the global cooldown, meaning that I can use another ability in the same tick, Cleave in this case, to land a 3rd hit in an instant. Technically, I can kill the KBD in 3 hits, though each would need to be 15,000 damage, which is an RNG feat on its own. Instead, I'll be trying to add in a Granite Maw spec through my Essence of Finality, which costs 50% adrenaline and lands an instantaneous hit for up to 176% ability damage. This will let me land 4 hits in a single game tick. Now let's get into some attempts with the one tick kills. My rotation plan is to use the Dragon Battle Axe spec in War's Retreat for the 10% damage increase that scales with Berserk. On top of that, I'll try to lower my health for the Darrock Relic boost. Then charge to 100% Adrenaline at the Adrenaline Crystal, enter the KBD instance, drop a combat dummy, activate Berserk, use the Calgarian Demon special attack for the critical hit boost, build Adrenaline on the dummy, use an Adrenaline potion, stall Hurricane. Then the important part, if I can get it right, get into position, target cycle the KBD as he spawns and cast Smoke Cloud to release my stored Hurricane. Assuming all of that goes to plan, I'll activate Cleave and use my Granite Maul EOF for those 4 full hits. First attempt here and nowhere close. I ran a little low on time here and didn't really know where the boss spawned, so if I can speed up a little and stand in the right spot, this should just be waiting for RNG with my crits. Also, I didn't quite get the 50% Adrenaline that I needed for my Granite Maul spec anyway. Pretty much the same problem here. I think I'll need to change up my rotation a little, just to have enough time to build my Adrenaline to 50% for the Granite Maul special. Attempt number 3 here, and I'm pretty sure I'm just mechanically non-viable. I'm building Adrenaline with a second dummy outside the instance to get through a Natural Instincts Berserk rotation ahead of time. Time is good here. Okay, I was 1 square too far away. Using 2 combat dummies per run just isn't gonna work. I've already run through most of mine already. I'll need to make my own unless I can get some more from Treasure Hunter. Changing things up a little this time. I'm going to drop the dummy at the entrance. That will save me just a little bit of time. That was closer than before, but I really can't get my positioning right. I have no idea what the hitbox in the KBD looks like. I'm really not that coordinated, so I'll be making a pretty big change to my rotation. Instead of trying to use Cleave and the Granite Maul special in the same tick, I'll be replacing them with a single Dragon Claws special. The Dragon Claws don't do a ton of damage per hit, but the first 2 hits do land in the same tick, so with some luck on damage rolls, I should be able to make this work. Already doing a lot better here, way less fumbling with my keys. If I had been maybe a tick faster and my Vuln Bomb landed, that could have been a kill. I just remembered that there's a much better weapon for what I'm trying to do. I've been using the tier 92 Masterwork Spear of Annihilation, which is great, it's a high damage weapon, but there's something much better here. Dragonbane weapons. The Dragonbane 2-hand sword only costs a few mil and increases damage done to dragons by 25%. Despite only being a tier 79 weapon, this will significantly outperform the tier 92 Spear of Annihilation at the KBD. In addition to that, I'll be using the Dragon Slayer perk on my armor for another 7% damage to dragons. An extra pain point that this new sword adds is accuracy though. I'll be stuck with tier 79 accuracy on top of the 5% accuracy debuff from the Reaver's Ring. Even though the KBD is a very low level boss, I'll probably still have some trouble landing hits here, especially since I don't have the tier 99 prayers. .4 seconds. I'm still being held up by my positioning here. Oh nice. That's 1.8 seconds, that's the new best so far. I feel like I'm doing everything on time here. I have no idea why I'm taking 3 ticks though. I think if I had target cycled that one, that would have been the kill. I have the coordination of a toddler sometimes. I've gone through 131 attempts so far, bottoming out at 1.8 seconds several times, but I have no idea what I'm doing wrong here. I'll be doing some research to figure out if I'm doing something wrong, or if I just suck. After some troubleshooting, I think I've figured out the problem for sure. Until now, I've been using Smoke Cloud to release the stalled Hurricane ability. I think Smoke Cloud may be completely animation stalling my character for 2 or 3 ticks, meaning that the 1.8 second kills that I've been getting are actually the floor with that spell. Swapping Smoke Cloud for Vulnerability, which doesn't stall your character, I should be good. Yeah, I think that was it. 1.2 seconds in the first try after switching to Vulnerability. I'm completely out of the components to make Adrenaline dummies, so after I get some more, I think I can finally knock out this challenge pretty quickly. This is a little expensive, but I'm disassembling a bunch of Bane plate bodies because I really want to go get this kill right now. The accuracy of the Dragonbane sword and the Reaver's ring is really showing here. I've been missing so many hits. So close, another 2-tick kill. Oh, there it is, the KBD kill and a single game tick. That was attempt 149 and attempt 18 after figuring out the problem with Smoke Cloud. I was gonna attempt to kill a few more bosses in 1 tick, but I think it's time to move on to better things, especially considering the Grimoire pages are bleeding me absolutely dry right now. Time to go submit my footage for the PvME role. Just submitted my screenshot for my kill time and I'll be back when I've got the tag. It took a little while, but there's the Tick Killer tag, the second one so far in the series. I don't know which of the feats or challenges that I'll be taking on next, but it feels very good to be done with this. I don't think speed kills are for me. Despite my massive screw up, I had a lot of fun doing this, and I have a few good ideas for episode 3 of the series. Hope you all enjoyed the video, and I'll see you later.